Pardon us.
Ina's probably done with her talk by now.
Shall we return to the infirmary then?
How'd it go?
Good. He didn't even argue. I just told him I wanted to join the consortium, and he said fine. On one condition, that I don't embarrass the princess. How did you know that he would give his consent?
I just know that's how parents are. They don't want their kids to experience the same hardships they did. But at the same time, part of them wants their kids to follow in their footsteps. It's in their blood. And I should know better than most. I followed in my father's. Obviously, the Maesters were pretty pissed at the royal family. Which probably accounts for at least one reason why your old man never mentioned anything about his past. Anyway, he still left you that mountain of research regardless. Just in case you ever decided to become an iatromancer like him. Plus, Dr. Eason made you his apprentice. What I'm trying to say is, both of them are more than happy to support you in your decision.
You think? I guess they would have.
Well, if it took us a trip to Rythel to convince the doc, who knows what it'll take to convince Midas. So let's get going.
Yeah. I'm off, Dad. See you around.
Pardon us.
My husband is coming home, so I thought I would make supper extra special tonight. He's a knight for the royal capital, isn't he? That's as good a reason as any to whip up a nice meal.
I hope our humble mining town can offer you some respite on your journey.
Good night.
Have a great day, and be careful out there.
These lodgings were superb.
All right, time to set out for Ada.
Woohoo!
To reach the village of Ada, we must traverse the Larkus Weald. So our first step is to travel towards the Larkus region.
Continuing on our current northbound course should lead us into the region of Adali.
So you're saying we're almost there?
Nay, I am afraid this is merely the beginning. We must conserve our strength, as the terrain shall only become more arduous.
It's been a while since I climbed it. Hopefully it's not too steep.
Exquisite. So exquisite.
We have company.
I see them. How exquisite. More than you deserve. Warning. Neutralized. Destroyed. Threat neutralized. Insufficient power. Exquisite.
Ready for engagement.
I must.
Neutralized.
Continuing north from here shall see us arriving in the Adali region.
The northwest side is where those ruins were. I've never been to this side, though.
This area is near where we first met Ray. Somehow it feels somewhat nostalgic already.
Oh, so it was around here.
Whoa. You weren't kidding when you said perilous.
One wrong step could indeed spell your doom. Nothing to stop you from plummeting to the bottom, so keep your wits about you.
If we misstep, we shall look to you, Duma.
Enemy
Promise left unfulfilled.
Should we just follow this path?
Indeed. I believe the village of Ada lies to the east.
Well then, I guess that's where we're headed.
Very good. Let us proceed with caution. Threat detected ahead. I must catch my breath. Go. Warning. Energy levels destroyed. Neutralized.
I say we make camp here for the night.
Man, we're still a long ways from Ada, aren't we?
The climb too much for you?
Hey, I'm not the one who collapsed in front of an infirmary. You sure you're up for this?
I had plenty of time to convalesce. I can survive a leisurely hike through nature.
Let's just hope you're right. Ugh, it's freezing up here.
I must say, I'm surprised you haven't asked about it.
Oh, please. Everyone's got something they don't want to talk about. Besides, you seem like the kind of guy who'd get mad if someone asked him what he had for dinner. No way am I gonna ask about such a touchy subject.
Just what do you think I am?
Cranky killjoy?
What did you...
Shh, not so loud. You're gonna wake the others. Raymond here. Who's this?
It's Elena. How are you holding up down there?
Elena? I knew it! I knew you were alive! Where are you now?
Just outside the gravitational field of the planet you're on. Unfortunately, my pod sustained damage upon ejection, rendering the attitude control inoperable. I couldn't reset the system either. I've been controlling the craft manually.
Hey, I trust you more than any autopilot system. More importantly, though, send me your landing coordinates. This is an underdeveloped planet. I have no clue how long it'll take me to reach you, but I'll do everything I can to get there ASAP.
Thank you, Ray. See you soon. Over and out.
This is great news! So, she's 27 hours out, but where else she... Awesome! We're headed that way already. You're next, Chloe. I'm not leaving you behind. We're all going back to Verguld together.
I think we can all agree we'd like to reach Ada by sundown, so the sooner we depart, the better.
You cannot escape.
Enemies.
Energy levels
finish line I see there?
Whoa, whoa, holy crap. We have climbed seriously high up.
The village of Ada is just beyond that bridge. Let us keep moving. How exquisite.
Initiate emergency protocol. Threat neutralized. Warning. Energy levels low. Accept insufficient output. Perilous attack incoming. Execute line of maneuver.
Deserve.
Warning. Energy levels low. Convert insufficient flow.
Got you covered. Here!
What's up with this gate? Thought this was supposed to be a quiet mountain village, not a military stronghold.
Does anyone else see that thing moving?
That thing bears quite a resemblance to a cannon and is trained on us.
Out of its way!
Stay
The
sharp.
hell, Duma? You going to sleep mode? You're supposed to warn us about this stuff.
Large-scale firearms. Initiating safety protocol.
Very helpful. Here comes!
Insufficient output.
Bleed!
Had I only trained harder.
Warning. Energy levels low. Accelerate insufficient output. Warning. Energy levels low. Insufficient output. Warning. Energy levels low. low. Insufficient output. Assault. Warning. Energy levels low.
Will not be the last.
Destroy. Acceleration. Go. Insufficient output. Warning. Energy levels low. Get stronger. Assault. Insufficient output.
I must catch my breath.
Low. Usefulness. Low.
Will
done
not
here?
be the last.
You guys never told me we'd have to lay siege to a castle.
I do not take the destruction of my defenses lightly. Now state your purpose here. Having pillaged the capital, does the Empire now sick its hounds on the western frontier?
How dare you think us Imperial dogs?
Still your tongue, Albert.
Huh?
Forgive our trespass. We bear neither you nor this town ill will, Maester Felgreed.
That's Midas?
It is not without reason that we have appeared before you. Please, grant us audience.
You may have grown, Leticia, but tell me, will you still throw a tantrum if I said no?
I beg of you, Maester. We have a patient who Dr. Eason says only you are able to cure.
A patient of Marcus's? Very well. Open the gate.
I care not how gifted and talented that man is. He has no right to disparage one of royal blood.
His words may have been meant to wound, but he let slip that he still recognized me. I consider that a victory. And now the real battle awaits.
Come. Come, this way, and be quick about it.
What's the deal with the gate, man?
It's far more than that, as I'm sure you've now come to realize. It's a security system designed to rebuff highwaymen and their ilk.
You sure you need it? Place seems safe enough to me.
For now, yes, but it's only a matter of time until Osirius falls. And then even your most loyal knights will turn to outlawry.
Maester, you do not mean that.
Oh, but I do. I assume it's already begun, in fact. Why else would royalty trek into the hinterlands if not to beg for help?
Exquisite.
yourself so hard, Grandpa?
It's just something I want at the weapon shop, but I'm way too poor to ever afford it.
Well...
Exquisite.
We're here. You two, wait outside.
Maester.
This isn't a show. They will only get in the way. Or are you so unmanned by a doctor, you need your mistress to hold your hand?
Hate to interrupt, but I happen to be a semiomancer too. See? You won't even notice me. Promise. I just want to watch. Whatever tech you used for that arm could help a lot more people, you know?
Fine, but not a word from you.
Hey, you mind looking after Duma? Don't want him bumping into Midas while he's trying to do his thing.
Of course.
Duma, keep her out of trouble. Got it?
You were with Midas earlier, weren't you? What? This strike your fancy?
Hi.
Another of Midas's toys. The Logomore, we call it.
Lago mower.
Yep. This thing helps us prune the shrubbery, as you see. Would do it myself, but my back just ain't what it used to be.
Adorable and helpful. Did Maester Felgried create this too?
Oh, sure did. Man can seem a bit surly, I grant you, but he looks out for us.
Don't mind me. Oh, you were talking to...
Well, what news?
I have failed. My pleas for appeals fell on deaf ears.
What do I care about that? I speak of your arm. Will it heal?
Right, of course. He tells me I will lose all use of it within the year.
But surely he can craft for you a new one, right?
He may once have been able to, yes, but that was 14 years ago. Highness!
Maester Felgreed, I throw myself upon your mercy. I beg you, create a new prosthesis.
You know my answer.
I beseech you, do me this one kindness, and I swear by all my forefathers that you shall never again have to see another of my line.
Is that truly why you ventured into this backwater? To give your retainer a health check?
I confess that was not my aim at first, but now I am here for no other purpose than to see my dearest friend well at last. I entreat you, Maester, help him.
The materials I'd need were lost to your kingdom 14 years ago. Nothing short of time travel can see that prosthetic of his made new.
This cannot be.
This is the best I can offer him now. I was warned that the arm mightn't last into adulthood, so I prepared this just in case. With some adjustments, it should provide you with more than enough mobility to lead an ordinary life. But not one of knighthood.
Still, that's a fancy piece of gadgetry. How's it powered?
For no semiomancer, you're quite perceptive.
Busted.
It's plain to see there's no semiomantic connection between you and your orb, and yet still it heeds your command. I confess I've never seen anything like it. How does it work?
That's the million-fall question, isn't it? Sure would be great if you could help us answer it, though.
You think I'll be cozened by such tricks?
Come on, man. If this kingdom goes down, it's taking you with it.
If Asarius' fate rests entirely on my shoulders, then they deserve what's coming.
Maester!
End of discussion. However, I've a responsibility to see to your arm, one I won't neglect. Anything beyond that is none of my concern.
As you wish.
No, Highness.
I have witnessed firsthand how much this village has come to rely upon you. I cannot in good conscience deprive these people of your services. I ask only that you provide Albert with the care he so rightly deserves.
Wow.
Distress signal received. Distress signal received.
Huh?
Confirmed. Edis affiliated. Escape craft. Entering current orbit. Analyzing call signal. Executive Officer Elena on board.
Already? But how? Something's wrong.
Who speaks? And what's that map?
Not now. Elena? Elena, come in!
Ray, my escape craft has just entered Aster 4's gravitational field. But the attitude control systems can't be operated manually. Deceleration is impossible. Here are my projected landing coordinates.
Got it. See you soon. And stay safe, okay?
I will certainly try. Over.
What the heck was that?
Sorry, guys, but something came up. Gonna need to leave you for a bit.
Over my dead body.
This is serious!
I'm aware, so why then think to go off alone?
Maester Felgreed, I'm afraid we must leave you for now. Albert and I have sworn to assist Ray in locating his companions. Where he goes, so must we. However, upon our return, I would ask that you tend to Albert's arm. Ray, let's hurry.
Thanks. She's coming in too hot.
I'm sorry. She has landed in treacherous terrain. She is beyond our help. she survived it all.
Yeah, damn it!
Come.
Maester?
You mean to get to that meteorite? Then follow me.
Thanks, man. I owe you.
You are good to help us, Maester. Thank you.
I do this for my village, not for you.
Uh-huh. Keep telling yourself that.
The meteorite likely fell near the Galka Shrine. It's not very far from the village. Come, this way.
What does meat taste like? I bet you folks have eaten it before, right? I've never had a chance. But I want to try this dish I found in a book. Please bring me some meat. I need to try it. We don't really eat meat in Ada. We've got lots of tasty fruits and fish. We don't really.
Fine idea. I do love their apple pie.
If we're all set, let's hurry over to Elena. We can leave through the western gate.
Hello there. Haven't seen you around before. We have everything you need right here. Stop back in anytime.
Well, that was indeed fruitful. far from proficient.
Here we go, here we go! Can't wait to see how much better I do. Here we go, here we go! Grist to the mill. There is no better teacher than experience.
Follow the side road until you reach the shrine. Be quick about it.
Initiate emergency protocol.
structure in the center is the Galka Shrine. Let's see what awaits us inside.
Insufficient output.
How exquisite.
Elena could be in trouble. Let's go check out that shrine. Elena! Son of a... Elena!
Need some assistance? Albert, take the other side. We three ought to suffice.
Ray.
Status?
Right leg and left arm have sustained heavy damage. Neural circuitry offline in both right hand and left leg. Symbo drive is non-functional at the moment. Current power is being supplied from reserve energy source. In maintenance mode, I have, at most, 56 hours remaining. Advanced processing functions are also limited, preventing movement.
Right. How can I help?
Due to depleted energy levels, I will be unable to perform repairs myself. Furthermore, I can no longer salvage the parts I need from this damaged craft.
Crap. So what are we supposed to do?
Take me offline and destroy me. It is imperative that we prevent our technology from falling into the hands of anyone here.
Are you crazy? What kind of captain would I be if I told my crew to start offing themselves? There's another way out of this. I know it.
Of course.
The equipment this life form requires to reconstruct itself can most likely be recovered from your downed escape pod.
Well, you certainly pick very convenient times to start talking.
I speak only when necessary, such is my programming.
And thank you for deciding to pipe up now, because you're absolutely right. My escape pods barely sustained any damage. Think that'd work for you, Elena?
I don't see why not. So long as you can collect enough of what I need. I should be able to restore my motor control systems to previous output levels. Here, this should be everything.
Thanks. You go into maintenance mode. Save your energy best you can. Just keep a comm channel open for me, got it?
Understood.
Ray, I take this to mean we are returning to the site of your ship?
You mind? It's kinda out of the way.
It may be, but we do not mind. We agreed to assist you in the search for your crew, and we intend to honor that agreement.
Wait. Don't know about you guys, but personally, I am super confused. I won't ask you to explain now, but you will tell us what's going on eventually, right?
Oh, yeah, definitely.
You said there was another meteorite not unlike this one, did you not?
Huh? Yeah? Why?
I should like to see it. Therefore, I shall be joining you.
Oh, so now you're interested in what we're up to. How quickly we change our minds.
What did you say?
You're free to come. Glad you want to, honestly. Because your help's gonna be invaluable. You've got tech like nothing I've seen here. And I'll sleep easier knowing Elena's got you in her corner.
Glad I could be your soporific.
And you're sure it's okay to leave her here alone?
She will be fine. The villagers will know better than to enter, and I doubt any of the local fiends will make it this far.
Then let's get cracking. We're on the clock here, people. Move it!
So it's true then, that you have another one just like it.
Now, my pod is hidden in the Larkus Weald. It's a little bit of a trek, but one worth taking.
Pod is what it's called. Are they different from meteorites?
Well, I guess from down here, they're technically the same. Anyway, I'll explain what they are in more detail later.
We must first return via the route from whence we came. If we are lacking supplies, we may also want to consider stopping in the village of Ada along the way.
Initiate emergency protocols.
We all work together!
Stronger! Warning. Entrant neutralized.
We can still fight!
Destroyed. Insect neutralized.
How exquisite.
Insufficient output. Threat neutralized.
How exquisite. So exquisite. So exquisite. You have
Destroyed. Threat neutralized.
will not be
Destroyed. Warning. The energy levels
Well, that's
low.
over with.
Prepare yourselves for battle.
Threat to insufficient output.
See that?
Threat eliminated. Threat detected ahead.
Exquisite. Ray, hold a moment. By the looks of it, someone has stolen the march on us.
Friends of yours?
Not sure. Don't think so.
Who's there? Well, that certainly answers my question.
Move it or lose it, jerks! We don't have time for this!
We all work together.
Threat neutralized.
You'll not be the last.
Warning. Energy destroyed.
Cut them to ribbons!
Threat neutralized.
Fight another day.
Retreat!
Something fishy's going on. How were they able to control the pod like that? Come to think of it, how'd they even figure out it was here in the first place?
Rather than contemplate unanswerable questions, I would advise that you focus instead on the expedient retrieval of the components the android requires.
Hey, Elena. Can you hear me?
Yes.
We found the pod. Just tell us what you need and we'll get to cutting.
Understood. First, remove the pilot's seat. Behind it, you should find a panel. Open it.
We get to dismantle it. Excellent.
What? Someone's excited.
I have never seen this level of craftsmanship. What tools could produce anything with such impressive detail?
Uncle Midas, work now, ask later.
Next, I will need you to obtain the parts necessary to replace my Symbo Drive unit. This will require the removal of the pod's generator. When it's removed, you will be unable to make any more long-range subspace communications.
Roger that. Let me call my brother real quick then. See if I can't get him to hurry it up a little. Computer, get me Antonio Lawrence.
Unable to establish connection.
What? Fine, then try my dad. Get me Raul Lawrence.
Unable to establish connection. Long-range subspace communication. May be unable to reach the Vergold system at this time.
What the hell?
Ray, listen. So long as you're stranded here, you can't afford to lose your lines of communication. My recovery will have to wait.
Sorry, but my captain's intuition is telling me otherwise. We're getting you patched up, whether you like it or not.
But...
My brother's already on his way, plus Chloe's still out there. And how am I supposed to save her without you, huh? You gotta trust me on this one, okay? Everything will be fine.
Understood. Using the parts you salvaged, you'll need to begin by repairing my circuitry, followed by both my arm and hand. At which point I should be recovered enough to repair the remainder of my body myself. Estimated time until completion, 72 hours.
Okay.
That's about the time I expected it would take. Leticia, I know this kind of derails things, but you cool to wait around?
Of course. But Albert and I shall make the most of it. There is little doubt that many in the region witnessed the descent of Elena's craft. We will find out what they make of it. And we may discover the identity of those we caught snooping about your ship.
I don't know.
It is not without its dangers, I grant you. But if there are more of those men out there, it may affect Elena's chances at recovery.
That's true, but it's a lot to ask.
Where friends are concerned, it is a trifle.
Count me in too. You guys will need a healer on hand in case Albert's arm starts acting up again, right?
Your company would be a boon indeed. If my suspicions are correct and those men are with the Empire, then we will need all the help we can get.
We will return to the shrine 3 days hence. Elena should be on her feet by then.
Okay.
So, quick question. Who is Ray exactly?
If only I knew.
Wait, so does anyone know who he is?
We know only what he tells us, that he comes from beyond the stars or some such.
Beyond the stars?
I admit, we were hard-pressed to believe it as well, but after all we have borne witness to...
So, is that orb a similar deal? Is it from beyond the stars too?
It was cargo on Ray's ship, although he is just as mystified by it as we are.
So many questions!
And no answers. In any event, the fewer people who know about all of this, the better. To that end, let us find out just how far the rumors of Elena's craft have spread.
You three come from the forest north of here? Then you must have seen that comet. So, stumble on anything out of the ordinary? Anything that might start a fire in the groves?
Everything was perfectly normal, I assure you. May I ask, did you happen to notice from which direction the comet fell?
Looked to me as if it came from the east, toward Delric in that area.
I see. Thank you very much.
Best to expand our search to Delric, then. Let's be off.
Pardon us.
Welcome. Are you travelers? You must be tired. Our village may be small, but we hope you'll visit again.
Let us be about it.
In a town so large as this, perhaps it would be prudent to narrow our search.
Let's start with Dr. Eason then. I'm betting he'll put us on the right track.
Good idea. I still have to thank him for his help with...
The clinic is up the hill from here, on the opposite side. Do you know the way?
Of course. Let us hope Maester Marcus is in.
Pardon us.
Lady Leticia, back so soon. Have you met with Midas?
Yes, and he was good enough to tend to Albert's arm. Although, he would not even so much as entertain our other request.
Branches oft bend to a persistent wind. So, how can I help the three of you today?
Got a question for you. Did you hear anything about a strange shooting star recently?
Oh, to be sure. It was quite the sight. Never seen anything like it. It was all anyone could talk about. Little wonder, the way it scored the skies over Rythel.
Oh, great. So the whole western portion of the kingdom saw it?
Which would mean that the people of Rythel had a clear view. We should check in.
Rythel is northeast of the Delvier region. Let's see if the ships are running yet while we're there.
Some shopping? Why, dear, you said the same thing yesterday.
Why do those insects...
Stay with you is a special...
I just know it was those shooting stars that made my husband ill. It has to be them.
Oh, don't tell me you three are here for a bet at the infirmary, too.
What are you talking about?
Oh, you're not. Sorry. Got a lot of people here looking for treatment, but the sick beds are just about full up.
Treatment for what?
Beats me. Things are weird, I tell ya. First, there's word that the rot's going around again, then that comet. Nothing but ill omens. Easy to see why everyone's on edge.
I suppose our best bet is to start with Dr. Vanel. He may know more than most.
Oh, thank the stars.
Whoa, Doc!
You wouldn't believe the number of sick I've been treating. Please, I need your help.
It is quite all right, Nina. The two of us will be fine. Stay and assist Dr. Vanel. We shall return for you later.
Thanks so much, you two. I owe you one.
I'd rather not distract the doctor now. He seems a touch frazzled.
Then mayhaps the townspeople will have something for us.
Nina will have her hands full with assisting at the hospital. Without proper leads, I am not certain where best to begin.
Let us question those individuals there.
Excuse me.
I'm telling you, I saw it with my own eyes. Yeah, some nasty goblin man came crawling out of that comet. He's what's been spreading this illness, I tell you.
A goblin from a comet?
I find that quite a hard story to swallow.
I was out on the wharf when that thing came down. And then, where there was nothing, poof, this weird-looking fellow popped up. I ain't never seen anyone like him.
Care to describe him?
A horn! He had a horn! And his skin is like twilight, all purpley. Now you try telling me that thing ain't the cause of this plague.
A man with a horn came out of the comet.
All right, that's quite enough out of you. Sorry, been out of work so long, not much to do save drink.
No, it is quite all right.
Channel's meant to open back up any day now. Get us back to sailing. Although these crazy rumors about falling stars and plagues could put an end to those hopes. But really, don't take any of these weird blatherings to heart.
Perhaps we should return to the infirmary.
Are things looking better here?
A bit. Not that I was able to do much. Anyway, learn anything useful?
Only that there is indeed a great deal of talk. At this juncture, I believe it is safe to say that the whole western half of the kingdom is aware of the comet.
And considering the interest around it, more people may yet try to investigate the crash site. We must move Elena from the shrine as soon as possible. I fear we do not have long.
That settles it. Back to her pod we go. To get to the Galka Shrine, we had to cross the Larkus region into the Delvir region again.
A significant journey indeed. We should make certain we are properly prepared.
Begging your pardon, but where are you off to?
Delric. And you, sir? Are you a wayfarer?
Oh, something like that. Heard about an odd shooting star in these parts and came to see for myself. You lot seem to have a marked interest in it as well, by the sounds of it.
What?
Couldn't help but notice that orb of yours. Quite a rare specimen. Piqued my curiosity, you see. Enough of this beating around the bush, then. Are you here to retrieve us? Are you here to take us back?
Forgive me, but I do not take your meaning.
I see. Just my luck. And yours is not any better, it seems.
Warning. Warning. Hostile intent detected.
That skin, that horn, the rumors were true.
Really hate to do this, but one has to do what one has to do.
We shall prevail.
Insufficient output.
That's the best you can do.
Energy level destroyed.
Come on, drinks, anyone?
Insufficient output. Warning. Energy levels low. Insufficient output.
Didn't know it was capable of that.
And we have only just begun.
Unable to continue combat. Warning. Energy levels low. Insufficient output.
Take that as a compliment.
Cut them to ribbons.
Chance of survival dropping.
Cut them to ribbons.
Warning. Energy levels low.
Set the best you
Insufficient output. Warning. Energy levels low. Insufficient output.
I'll give you this last chance to prove.
Please? Don't be ridiculous. I want to see more of your tricks.
Warning. Energy levels low.
Try.
Go. Insufficient output.
Set the best you can do.
Accelerate. Warning. Energy levels low.
Fly! Cut them to ribbons.
Insufficient output.
I have to know the reason why you're here. Mind filling me in?
I must catch
them. Danger. Warning. Energy levels. Chance of survival dropping. Danger.
Die so badly.
Insufficient output.
Get for much longer.
Short rest. Here I thought you would just roll over and die. It seems we'll have to pick this up another time.
Attempt to flee, and you will find out just how fast and painful my chakram are.
Easy there. We'll most likely see each other again soon. But until then, I'll leave the falling star to you.
Hold there! Ugh! Blast it! Of all the times! Ugh!
Albert! We must return to the others with all haste. They need to know of this.
Shouldn't take too long. I'm better than ever. Gonna be the best compound ever! Not bad.
Destroyed. Insufficient output.
You'll not be the last.
Falling apart, are we?
Threat detected ahead. Warning. Energy levels threat neutralized. Insufficient output.
No, I cannot.
Unable to continue combat. Warning. Energy levels low. Destroyed. Chance of survival dropping. Threat neutralized.
Prepare yourself!
Ray, we have returned with ill tidings.
Huh? Are you okay? You look terrible.
Blame the weirdo who tried to bust in and destroy Elena before her repairs were done. What? Was some giant purple-skinned asshole. Who the hell are the people on this rock with horns growing out of their heads?
You guys ran into one too!
I would hardly call our foe a giant, but he most certainly had the skin and horn you describe.
Think our days of taking it slow and steady are behind us.
Perhaps, but for now you should sleep. You may not have another chance for a while. And you look ready to keel over. We shall stand watch for you. We are more than capable. Please, rest while you can.
Yeah, that might be a good idea, actually. Alright. You guys mind waking Midas up before I...
Good night, Ray.
Ray? Ray? It's time to get up. You're awake, finally.
Morning to you too. How you feeling?
Self-repairs are ongoing, but I'm at least able to operate at 70% capacity. I can move just fine now.
Ah, I slept through your first steps. Some captain I am.
Midas was there for me, in your stead.
Oh yeah? Thanks, man.
Nonsense. Any doctor or inventor would do the same.
Now that I've recovered, I can assist you. So, Captain, status report.
Chloe's down here. Likely on the other side of the kingdom. We're gonna find her. Leticia and the others have promised to help us out, thankfully. Thing is, I kinda had to promise them something in return. That I'd help cajole Midas into returning with them to the capital.
Your efforts on that front will be in vain.
Midas. Should my system see a marked drop in performance, for some reason or another, it would be helpful to have someone familiar with my schematics besides Ray nearby. That way, any problems that arise could be quickly dealt with.
And if I say no?
Then we would bid you farewell, and that would be that. Were I to require help on my journey, I would seek out a local semiomancer or engineer.
Enough, I'm coming. I've Albert's arm to consider after all.
You will?
But I'm only accompanying you lot for purely semiomantic reasons. I reserve the right to leave whensoever I wish.
Appreciate it.
Now, as for Chloe, any idea on how to begin our search?
We have heard from reliable sources that Rythel's ports are meant to reopen in due course. And the quickest way to the easterly lands is by ship through the channel.
Sounds like a plan. Come on, we got a boat with our name on it.
Ahoy! Remember me, Welch, the beautiful merchant magnate with genius-level smarts? I need something like yesterday. I'll give you the deets in person, so come to my house in Belric ASAP. Do you copy? ASAP, okay? Tick-tock, tick-tock!
Is the town of Rythel far from our current location? Yes, to an extent. Rythel is located in Delvier, beyond the region of Larkus.
And that's after we get through the Adali region and the Larkus Weald.
General awareness confirmed. Updating system.
Engaging
Leave it to
the
me.
enemy. I still have room for improvement. Reporting newly identified prowess. I see I still have room for improvement. I see I still have room for improvement. I see I still have room for improvement. I see I still have room for improvement.
Enemies are ahead.
Neutralized. Destroyed. Threat neutralized. Useless. Destroyed. Say goodbye.
By the way, didn't you guys get attacked by some weirdo the last time you passed through here?
We did.
Can't help but wonder. Does it have something to do with the people who downed me and Chloe's pots?
It's still too early to tell. Midas, can we be certain that no race of people resembling that man exists on this planet?
No, not 100%. They could very well be natives of some part of Nilbeth.
Nilbeth?
The continent that lies to the south of Asarius. Various and sundry races inhabit that realm, so it is not out of the question that one of them remains undiscovered.
Now that you mention it, since Elena's pod flew over Nilbeth on the way in, Maybe someone there saw it and decided to follow her to this continent.
To that point, Nilbeth possesses technology and semiomancy that neither Osarius nor the Vale Empire do. Perhaps a few overweening semiomancers wish to leverage their position.
Let's hope it's nothing more.
I think we're in luck. You know what they say. When ships come to dock, birds arrive by the flock. This must mean the ferries are up and running again. Like, just look at all those birds.
I doubt a mere fleet of ships brought this many birds here.
Oh, filthy pests!
Maester, are you all right?
I'm fine. I knew nothing good would come from fraternizing with you royals.
I think it's the other way around. It's karma for you being such a sourpuss.
What was that?
Ew, gross! Get away from me! What's up, Elena? Is something wrong?
No.
Ugh, the stench.
Am I crazy, or has the number of people on the streets taken a huge dive?
It certainly has. There seem to be even fewer people than when we were last here. Why?
Sorry to spring this on you all, but can we hit up Dr. Vanel's for a second? I've got a really bad feeling about this.
It's well stocked.
Dr. Vanel, what's going on with the village?
There you are, Nina. I'd love to know the same. It's been this way since the first ferry arrived from the east.
Everyone, do not be alarmed, but I believe we should vacate the area as soon as possible.
Why?
This village might be experiencing an outbreak. If any of you, especially Ray, got infected, it could be fatal.
Wait! But can't we...
Doctor, isn't there something you can do about this? Some medicine or semiomancy you can use?
We have symbols to reduce fever and cough, but those merely treat the symptoms. They are not a cure for the malady.
Let me get this straight. Ships brought this disease with them, right? Meaning it originated somewhere in the east. Thus, worst case scenario, the whole eastern half of the kingdom could become infected too. Therefore, if we just leave this disease to spread...
It would still pose an immense risk to you and Chloe at the very least. Understood. Just to be safe, however, everyone besides Nina should move as far away from this infirmary as possible. I also strongly encourage the use of face masks. Cloth will suffice if none are available.
Gotcha. Dr. Vanel, Elena will provide help. Just fill her in on the details.
Pardon me, are you a doctor?
No, but I have the skills and knowledge comparable to one. Also, it's impossible for me to become infected. I can safely examine the most ill of patients. This is Ground Zero, Ray. Take the others far away from here.
Let's just hole up here for the day. I don't want to incur Elena's wrath.
I'm curious as to what form that would take. I'm sure it would make for quite the spectacle.
You're a braver man than I.
At any rate, I must go. Some of us have to wash feculence from their raiment.
All right, then. In the meantime, we should sit tight until we hear word from Nina and Elena. Can such flimsy cloth truly prevent us from contracting the illness?
Not really, but it's still better than nothing. Plus, you're not just wearing one for your own health. If you ever get sick, it'll keep you from infecting other people, to some extent.
I don't understand. How does the act of covering one's mouth and nose prevent the spread of disease?
Oh, right. You're not really up on bacteria and viruses, are you? Would really like to ask Midas just how much people here know about that kind of thing, but where is he? Still getting his beauty sleep? Hey, Midas, the hell you still in bed for? Time to get up and face the day.
Ray, please. Not a step further.
Huh?
Contact Elena this instant. He could be in danger.
Okay. You got it. Elena, you busy right now? Looks like there's something wrong with Midas.
His temperature is more than high enough to constitute a fever.
Will he be all right?
Still too early to say. We must rush to collect some samples, however. Those birds' feces.
Ugh, why do we need that?
Simple. Because it serves as a breeding ground for a specific type of bacteria. That bacteria causes Helgar's disease, or colloquially, the rot.
The scourge ravaging this village is Helgar's disease? And Maester Felgreed.
Leticia, remain calm. It may be a fatal disease for the people of this planet, but it can be eliminated.
Is that really possible?
Yes. I read through all the research in Nina's possession. Using that, we should be able to create an antibiotic. We cannot, however, fashion it out of thin air. I'll need multiple samples of the microbe. As it resides in birds' fecal matter, that's what we'll collect.
Aren't you overlooking something? Rifle is a veritable aviary at this point. With this many birds here, isn't it already too late to save the town?
At first glance, but there aren't many people infected. Why is unclear, but the samples will help elucidate that. Don't worry, I will do the actual collection.
So where do we find these samples? The port?
No, in the many roosts that have sprung up all over town. By observing their flight patterns, I discovered something. Each bird belongs to a distinct social group. If we investigate the nests of these groups, it should yield invaluable information.
We've not a moment to lose.
That ointment they gave me.
Follow my lead.
I finished collecting the sample. Let's proceed to the next roost.
Hey there! You want to see the deck I've assembled? Excuse me?
finished collecting the sample. Let's proceed to the next roost.
Hey, Leticia, Albert. Is it just me, or have we seen that somewhere before?
No, we have. It's identical to what we saw in the mines.
They possess morphological abnormalities. You said you've seen this species before?
Yes, in the Delric mines. Right now, Midas's health is our top priority. The villagers can deal with this avian infestation themselves after we found a cure.
Indeed.
Is well stocked and the food is
This zone of inhibition is huge! I think we did it!
Yes, I believe we did, Nina. I must give you credit. Selecting the perfect herb from all of our options was no easy task.
Well, after all, it is my specialty.
You have a keen eye. I forgot I even had it stocked. What exactly is that circle?
Do you see the white part of this plate? It's filled with bacteria, organisms that are so small they cannot be seen with the naked eye. It's these invisible organisms that have made your villagers fall ill. As for this circle, it's called a zone of inhibition. It forms around the site where you place your prospective antidote. The larger it is, the more effective your drug is at killing the bacteria. Meaning...
If we give this drug to people, they won't be afflicted by the disease anymore?
Not entirely correct. An antibiotic merely eliminates the cause of the disease. Whether or not the patient is able to recover depends on other factors.
Regardless, it will still rid the world of Helgars, right? That's quite the medicine. What's more, you don't even need iatromancy to create it.
Elena?
Ray, a moment, if you will.
At last, an end to our worries. Soon the kingdom shall be free of this plague. I hate to ask this, but Dr. Vanel, don't you agree we should keep this medicine a secret for now?
Yes. Yes, I do.
Why is that?
Because the plant used to make it can only be found in one location, and in limited numbers. With as few plants as there are, there's no way we can make enough doses for everyone. And where might we be able to find these elusive plants? Mount Cawtorinth, and nowhere else. It's just to the north of Cawto, and the quickest way I know to get there would be by ferry.
If Cawto's along the ferry route as well, their citizens might also have fallen ill.
This is awful. I know know it's better to keep this hidden, but I still can't help feeling...
Nina.
I'm sorry. I'm gonna go get Elena. Before we do anything, first we need Uncle Midas to get well again. Morning, Uncle Midas. You feeling any better?
Well enough, but I'm much too old to go through all that again.
You should count your lucky stars since your quick recovery is pretty miraculous.
I heard. It seems I was struck with the rot. I owe you two.
It's all thanks to Nina. Her many years of diligent research are what paved the way for this discovery. Without her research, it would have been almost impossible to find the plant that contained the appropriate compound.
Filberto would be pleased to hear that.
Thanks.
Well, now that Midas is back to form, I say we're eastward bound.
About that. I hate to put a damper on things, but after the disaster with the first one, they've stopped running the ferries again.
Please tell me you're joking. At this rate, we're never going to be able to search for Chloe.
If you've the stamina, I know a way to Kato, and maybe her. The trail leads from where we repaired Elena, and over the peak of Galca-Lemphis.
A trail? There?
It fell out of use over a century ago, so I'd be more surprised if you did know of it. Once we're over, we'll make for Mount Cotarinth. The herbs for your medicine can be found there. And I imagine the Kato seaport will need said cure if we hope to see their ferry services return in a timely manner, yes?
Then you will assist us. Thank you, Maester Felgreed.
Stop. I'm only accompanying you because of Albert and Elena. And I suppose for the sake of Ada itself, it's not uncommon for the residents to visit flatland settlements. We should have the cure on hand, in case one succumbs to the rot.
Excuses, excuses.
Silence, whelp. Now, unless anyone wants to experience what I did, I say we get moving.
The start of a beautiful friendship.
He's just not good at expressing himself, but he'll come around. I'm sure you and Albert can both sympathize with his plight.
Huh? The hell's that mean?
I think I might have an idea.
Leave it to me!
Follow my lead.
Taking over. Leave it to me.
Thank you kindly. We've got some...
Many thanks.
Is there a path here that leads to the Hallowed Mount?
There is. We head for the shrine.
The enemy!
Prepare yourself. Enemy Prepare yourself.
Say goodbye! Strike while the enemy is vulnerable. The enemy falters!
Deactivating combat protocols.
Prep for engagement.
I will take point. Prepare yourself. Energy levels low. Say goodbye. Unable to execute. Threat neutralized. This should do it.
Well, sure is imposing enough to be hallowed.
Hence the shrine erected at its base. Compared to this, your climb to Ada was a morning constitutional.
Noted. But if Aussarians could scale this mountain a century ago, I see no reason why we can't.
Might I remind you, Midas, you're still convalescing, and I heard Albert also fell ill at one point. Please exercise caution.
Pardon me, but might it behoove us to pray for our safe passage?
Not if you're in as much of a hurry as you say.
If it's not too much trouble, I'd like to pray as well.
Why?
My pod crash-landed in this shrine's sanctuary, leaving it in utter ruin. If a tutelar does preside over this mountain, I should apologize to it for my transgression. Isn't that right, Ray?
As you wish.
Losing one's footing here is likely certain death. Please, tread carefully so as not to slip and fall. Keep your distance. Destroy. Insufficient yourself.
Threat neutralized.
Energy levels destroyed. Keep your distance.
Threat neutralized.
Raise me.
Cut them to ribbons.
No.
Let us put down this trap.
Initiate emergency protocols.
Stay where you are.
Cut them to ribbons.
Insufficient
Nowhere to
output.
run. See us deterred.
I have acquired something of note.
Energy levels low. Distance.
Let's burn gates.
This should do it. Destroy.
Insufficient output.
Prepare yourself.
Warning. Energy levels low.
The parameters continue to increase.
Prepare yourself.
Insufficient
We
output.
should keep moving.
your distance. Stay where you are. Advantage. Say goodbye. Taking fire. Neutralized.
I have acquired something of note. Hostile. I will be your trainer.
Warning. Energy level
Your distance.
insufficient output.
Say goodbye.
Warning.
Openings.
Destroy.
Keep your distance.
Threat neutralized.
I suggest we make camp soon.
The automaton sleeps.
She does, but why do you ask?
I doubt you understand. This is clearly beyond your ken.
After all I have seen, little would vex me about Ray or Elena.
But you saw what should be her muscles and bones. Those were no human innards.
I assumed it was similar to how we encountered the man with the horned pate. A new race, one with a drastically different anatomy.
I see. In actuality, what is Elena?
She's what we call an android. A highly advanced mechanical doll modeled after a human.
Pardon me, I find that hard to fathom.
Leticia, the operative phrase here is highly advanced. Remember my Lago mower in Ada?
I do.
Would that think to pray to a god?
Well, no.
Neither would Elena, and yet she was able to sense the anxiety in your facial expression. Make a moral appeal to Raymond and coax us in what she calculated would be the right direction. That is a feat even some of us humans cannot perform. Raymond, I must ask. Though she may be a doll, there must be something special about her, no?
If you want to know if she's special to me, then yes. But if you mean in general, no. Where I'm from, you bump into androids everywhere.
Preposterous, but also enticing. All right, I've made up my mind. I do not believe we have discussed my payment for repairing Elena. As compensation, you will take me back to your homeland with you.
Just so you know, that's not really for me to decide, but I'll put in a good word for you.
I am not asking.
Yeah, I heard you. Don't worry, I'll do all I can.
What wonders abound there?
Leticia?
Huh? Please, pay me no mind.
Then the matter is settled. Now, may we endeavor to complete these fools' errands? And may a certain royal retainer come to terms with his fate?
I am certain he shall.
I have acquired something of note.
Does that mean we're halfway there?
Just about. Now we descend to the south.
Insufficient output. Destroy.
Say goodbye. Prepare yourself.
Threat neutralized. Insufficient
nowhere to run. This should do it.
Low.
I have acquired something of note.
Enemies. Down. I got it. Cut them to ribbons.
Destroy.
Prepare yourself.
Energy levels low.
Enemies will regret their entry.
Steady, everyone.
Your parameters continue to increase.
Say goodbye. Keep your distance.
Destroy.
Can confirm. Hostiles eliminated.
We should be descending the Hallowed Mount soon.
Say goodbye. Prepare yourself.
Insufficient output.
Hostile. The enemy's all gone. Now is our chance.
Warning. Energy levels low.
Should be safe now.
Hostile gathering strength. Line side recommended.
Taking fire. This should do it. Prepare yourself.
Insufficient output.
Say goodbye.
Warning. Positional tactics ineffective.
Out of my face!
Destroy.
You live to fight another day.
run. Keep your distance. Say goodbye. Stay where you are.
Secure.
Insufficient output. Say goodbye!
Warning. Energy levels low. Threat to insufficient output.
No use! Keep your distance. Come on. Say goodbye. Stay where you are. This should do it.
There's a warning. Energy levels low.
Critical! Is this satisfactory? My parameters continue to increase.
Left unfulfilled.
Watch and learn. We're starting to see less and less snow. Hopefully it'll start to warm up a little bit.
Target acquired.
Understood.
Now that we have come this far, Carter should be close. Let us continue to the south.
I cannot believe that people have known all of now. Just between the eastern and western regions of our kingdom.
Keep your distance. This should do it. Nowhere to run.
Energy levels
Say
low.
goodbye. Keep your distance.
What you get for messing with us?
Nowhere to run. Keep your distance.
Energy levels low.
Enemies up.
Done.
No, we're together.
Insufficient output.
Keep your distance.
Low.
Target acquired. Warning. Energy levels. Say goodbye.
Insufficient
Nowhere to
output.
run.
Warning. Energy levels
Full of
low.
openings. Prepare yourself.
Insufficient output.
Keep your distance.
Warning. Energy levels low.
Say goodbye. Advancing. Keep your distance. Duma.
Insufficient output.
Say goodbye.
Neutralized. Warning. Energy levels low.
Insufficient energy. Keep your distance.
Greatest!
I'll provide support.
I'll do my part.
I'll protect you.
Threat detected ahead. Insufficient output.
Say goodbye.
Warning. Energy levels low.
Over here.
Confirmed. Hostiles eliminated. Hostile. Prepare yourself.
Insufficient output.
Keep your distance.
Warning. Energy levels low.
Moving on.
Insufficient
Nowhere to
threat
run.
neutralized.
Well, that's over with.
I have acquired something of note.
It's the ocean, which means the seaport isn't much farther, right?
Correct. If we carry on east along the stream, we will eventually
Say goodbye. Advancing.
One destroyed.
Assault. Nowhere to run. Keep your distance.
Not much of a challenge.
Prepare yourself.
Insufficient output. Threat neutralized.
Duma. Full of
Warning.
openings.
Energy levels low. Destroyed.
Press on.
Initiate
Say goodbye. Prepare yourself.
insufficient output.
Prepare yourself.
Warning. Energy levels low.
Prepare yourself.
Insufficient output.
Taking fire. Stay where you are.
Threat neutralized. Acceleration.
Done. Say goodbye.
Warning.
Nowhere to
Energy
run.
levels low. Destroyed.
Prepare yourself.
Insufficient output.
Keep your distance. Say goodbye. I can see a tower
the distance. Is that Kato, then, I presume?
Indeed. It has grown into a lively town with a port for the Royal Navy.
Finally, we can stop walking.
Keep your distance. Prepare yourself. Warning. Energy levels low.
Say goodbye.
Warning. Destroy. Prepare yourself. Insufficient output. Neutralized.
Stay where you are.
My parameters continue to increase. Keep moving.
Hey, is that... Looks like people from town are headed this way. Any clue who they are?
Kato City Guard, I presume. Would you kindly fall back, Your Highness?
Halt! Who goes there? And what business have you on this side of Mount Cardorinth?
We mean no harm. We are but travelers wishing to return to the capital.
Kato has closed its gates to all outsiders. I strongly suggest you return from whence you came. Now be gone.
What? But we just finished our descent. You can't send us right back.
Be silent! Either return to the west, or return with us as prisoners. Lest you wish to rot in a cell, I suggest you leave now!
Save your breath. The knights of this realm hear naught but the sound of their own voices.
What was that?
You didn't hear? I said the only weapon these pompous blowhards can wield is hot air.
What do you think you're doing?
Bastard! One does not impugn the city guard without consequence!
Hang back!
Directed threat neutralized. Insufficient output.
Thanks for messing with us.
Impudent knaves! You'll regret this!
Guys, they're calling for backup.
Have we no recourse but to reveal that we're with the crown?
Before that, Albert, do you not recognize that armor?
I must admit, I never expected to see your face this far west.
Theo!
Commander?
Well met, Sir Albert Bergholm. Stretching our legs with a jaunt over Galcalemthus, are we?
Bergholm? The one from the King's Guard?
Yes, the very same. Therefore, I believe an apology is in order.
Please, forgive us!
Water under the bridge. I must also apologize for my colleague's uncouth behavior.
I merely showed them all the respect their station commands.
As ill-humored and sharp-tongued as always, Maester Felgreed. It's a wonder you deigned to join hands with anyone at all. But enough small talk. Follow me. My compatriots did speak the truth about Catalina. Please don't go about repeating this to anyone. The rot is taking root here.
Do you know the cause of the outbreak in Kato?
A blackguard who is purposefully spreading the disease. Hence why these forces have been mobilized.
Purposefully spreading?
Correct. Just so happens that as the first townspeople fell ill, rumors of a young woman clad in strange garb began to circulate. She is the reason I'm here. Your companions too are dressed in rather unique attire. All things considered, I can understand why my men were so quick to engage you.
A woman in strange garb? Wait, do you mean Chloe?
Ah, good to know we may have a new lead. Now, you would all accompany me to my office. Now then, you two, mind introducing yourselves? I believe I'm long overdue an introduction.
Well, aren't you self-important?
As I've explained before, we are in pursuit of a woman in peculiar garb. And to my eye, it would seem you bear some connection to her.
Oh, and what if I did?
Then I would take you in for questioning. I should have already done so the moment I laid eyes on you. You are too suspicious by half to keep the company of one such as her.
Enough of this, cousin!
Cousin?
You overstep your bounds. You will treat these two with utmost civility.
Someone feels strongly. Do you, Albie?
Albie? In truth, we would not have made it nearly this far without their assistance. And can we leave that nickname in the past where it belongs?
Did not expect that. Even if you say they are to be trusted, who am I to believe otherwise? I suppose a maester wouldn't tag along with just anyone. Speaking of your party, am I correct in assuming you're Maester de Forge's daughter?
Whoa, you know who I am?
I happened to be a member of the Kingsguard when His Majesty visited Delric for your father's funeral.
Oh, sorry to be blunt, but who are you exactly? I get that you know Albert and Leticia, but they've never mentioned you before.
I am Theo Clemrath, son of Duke Lambert Clemrath, brother to His Majesty the King, cousin to Princess Leticia.
Clemrath? Wait, Theo, as in Commander Theo of the Assyrian Naval Forces? I'm so sorry!
There's no need to be, I assure you. Any friend of Albie and Letty's is a friend of mine. However, I can't be friends with those whose names I don't yet know. So, would you care to rectify the situation?
I am Raymond Lawrence.
And I'm Elena.
Well then, Ray, Elena. I think it's high time we got to talking. I'm sure there's much to discuss. If it weren't for Letty, I'd think you'd lost your minds.
I know it's crazy, but that woman you're after could be one of my crewmates. And if it is, there's no way she's the source of the rot.
Though I'm inclined to believe you, our political situation with the Empire complicates matters. Residents of Baldar Citadel are evacuating in droves, seeking safe harbor in the capital, Enkato. Many suspect that a number of Imperial spies have used this exodus to slip unseen into our lands. The People's Guard is up. Anything outside the norm is viewed askance.
So the Commons have seen this woman, then?
Eyewitness reports claim she was spotted near the Tides. Soon after the encounter, the rot took hold here, to which many and more succumbed. As much as I would like to investigate further, I can't risk it. The mountains are far too dangerous.
Is there truly not to be done?
Yes, as it stands. We are severely short-handed. You saw how I was the only one who responded to your commotion with the guards.
Well, if you require helping hands...
Then you're in luck, 'cause you've come to the right people.
We'll investigate for you.
Of course.
Theo, Nina and Elena have made the discovery of the century. They have found a cure for Helgars.
What?
And it just so happens the herbs we need can be found on that mountain. Commander, I know the place is dangerous, but could you allow us access to the Tines?
Please, cousin.
How can I say no? It's not every day Letty thinks to use the word please with me. I would like to offer you something in return, though. Perhaps I can make some headway in the search for your comrade. So, what should I know about her?
Well, her name's Chloe Canaris, and she'll probably be dressed like us.
What sorcery is this?
She's a jumpy one, so no wanted posters or anything like that, got it?
As you wish. Likewise, refrain from pulling that trick again. The townspeople are on edge enough as it is. I must confess, I never dreamed so foolhardy a plan would reap such bountiful rewards. Indeed, I assumed it would be impossible to yoke the Maester Felgreid to our cause.
And it would have been if not for Ray. He has been a great help to us.
Then the kingdom owes your companion a debt of gratitude. That said, judging by the Maester's ill humor, he hardly seems taken with the idea of offering assistance.
I cannot deny that he has his fair share of reservations, and while I have no intention of coercing him...
There's Albie's arm to consider.
Precisely. It is for that reason alone the Maester travels with us, or so he claims.
So, his feelings notwithstanding, he's promised to join you as far as the capital.
Theo?
A word of caution. Do not get your hopes up. All of this may come to naught. Our situation grows more dire every day. More drastic measures may need to be taken.
Yes, I am aware. I am curious to see the state of the infirmary.
Damn that Theo! Of all the people to directly address me by my childhood nickname.
It is possible we may both find a cure for Helgar's disease and locate Ray's missing companion. Prepare to depart at once.
Where the hell could Chloe be? I hope she's all right.
You there. Play around against me, and I'll tell you.
The climb up Mount Cotteranth will undoubtedly be an arduous one. It would behoove us to be well prepared.
Welcome to the best stock shop in Kano. At least, I think it is. Help yourself.
With all those gross little legs? Ew, no.
Thank you very much. Please come again.
Well, that was indeed fruitful.